I can give something for someone and it makes a difference from them moving forward and continuing to finish school, or moving forward and to getting out of their mother's house and getting to their own spot, to doing whatever it is, that is profitable.
That's a victory.
That's profitable. That's profitable. So that is moving forward. You know what I mean? That is my whole objective. You understand me? To help people to aspire to be whatever it is that they're trying to be. Because everyone's not trying to be the millionaire. Everyone's not trying to drive the Lamborghini and you know, do all those things. Some people just want to be able to say, you know what, I want to be able to get my doctorate degree and go and help people. You see what I'm saying? Everyone's not focused on just money. You know what I mean?
Different.
You can have all the money, but if you don't have your health, what good is that going to do? So those people who choose to pursue that path, to help people to sustain themselves, that is beneficial. And maybe something that they hear me say can help them go ahead and push forward through those grad classes that seem like it's never going to stop, and how am I going to get done? So that's the point, is to be inspirational for anybody who's trying to put one step in front of the next. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you basically just want to spark minds. Like, you know, you
that's
really,
what it is. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give everybody the motivation that they need to do whatever it is they're trying to do that is progressive.
Yeah.
You know, and everything, whatever it is, whatever it is that says I'm better today than I was yesterday. I'm better today than what I was yesterday.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Let's not say that I'm not worried about the money, because I'm always worried about the money.
Yeah.
If you're not worried about the money, then you're going in the wrong direction. Because when you're not worried about the money, you can lose money from throwing money down something that you have no business doing. Because at the end of the day, it truly is about pluses and minuses.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about pluses and minuses. So yeah, it's definitely about that. But
I'll say that it's not, you worried about it, but it's not your main focus.
It's like, not my main focus.
It's not the main focus.
It's not my main
That's
focus.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
The main focus is for people to be able to do more than what they did before talking to me.
Yeah.
Or listening to me.
Especially people who come from a fuck up, maybe like, you know, less than great circumstances. Like,
exactly.
You know, because some people make excuses. Like, you know, and you had plenty. I feel as though that you probably had plenty of times to make excuses. But
listen, been a convicted felon since I'm 18 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? I lived a street life since I'm 13 years old, bro. Sold crack since I was 13 until I went on to other things. And I have all of the negative stuff to come along with it. I have degrees and I have all these different things going on, but if I wanted to go get a government job, I couldn't go get a government job.
Yeah.
So the point that I'm making is that it's pluses and minuses that come with everything. Would I change anything? I wouldn't change anything. If I changed anything I went through, I wouldn't be who I am now.
Right now. Mm-hmm.
All of the calluses that I've built over time is what allows me to endure more now. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. You only be able to move forward when you build those calluses through trials and tribulations. And it's going to always happen no matter what background you come from. But yes, I come from not the best situation. So at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, that is definitely who I'm trying to reach first. To give people an example to see that no matter where you start does not have to dictate where you end. And I guess my point is that everyone doesn't have the same road to travel to get there. Maybe your road is a mile long. My road might be 10 miles long. But if I'm willing to travel to 10 miles, I'm gonna still get there. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point, is that as long as you're willing to go through the rough and rugged roads to get to where you try to get to, there is no excuses. That is the point that I'm always trying to make, bro. That is my, if it was anything that I would say is my base and my overall thought process. If you're willing to go through it to get to the other side, it can get done.
So do you always see this future for yourself?
What I could say, when I'm younger and living the way I was living, I never thought about getting older. I never thought about getting older. I'm always goal oriented And when I was 13, 14 years old, my mom's brother came to stay with us, and he told me that I wasn't going to live to be, I think he told me I wasn't going to live to be 21 years old. So from that point, that was my goal, was to make it to 21. But to make it to 21, still living though. Not sitting on the side on the corner somewhere. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get this fucking money. So if I get there, I get there. If I don't get there, for sure, I'm going down trying. So I say that to say that with all goals and advancements that a person wants to take or trying to get to, I never say take the safe route, because that's not what life is. It's risking life.
Risk, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's risking life. And if you're scared to go outside because there's bad people outside, you'll never get nowhere. You have to be able to stand amongst the bad people and know that you're confident enough that even with them standing here, I'm still gonna be okay because I'm built the way that I'm built.
Yeah, that's the laws of nature. Like
the classic saying, real recognize real. You understand what I'm saying? So the as long as you stay the course in your heart, knowing that whatever comes my way, I'm built to go through it. That's how you want to advance in whatever it is you're trying to do. Because you know that as you go down this rough road, as you go down this alleyway that you're not sure if something going bad happen to you on your way down that road, you will know that once you made it through the end of that road, that damn, what I thought that I couldn't do, what I was scared to walk down this path to get to where I was trying to get to, I thought that something bad was going to happen to me. And I come to find out that I actually made it down through there and I'm still standing, which gives you more confidence. Mm-hmm. Now, what I would say is that I have heard something and it makes perfect sense. Everything that stops people has to do with fear, but fear isn't real. And what I will say is that this has been brought to my attention, and this is definitely 100% true. Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. That's what stops people. It's not even real. Every time when you go and try something that you was fearful of and you live through it, you always feel better. He's like, damn, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's not real. You understand what I'm saying? It just makes you think that it's real. As I say, it's always laws of nature. It's positive and negative. And the negative side is always going to try to show you a way to not do what you're trying to do that you know you should do, that you built to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
they will give you that false perception of fear to say, oh, I can't do this. Oh, if I attempt to do this, this might happen. Well, if I attempt to do this, that might happen. But the reality of it is that none of those things most likely is going to happen. And at the end of the day, the way that I live like this is because no matter what, even one day, all of the chances and the risks that I take will be the last day. But even in that last day, it's still going to be beneficial for someone else. Because in that last day, whatever it is that I do, it will show the next person, well, hold on, this was the end of Fred doing this. So maybe when I get to this, maybe don't do it that way. So at the end of the day, I still help someone.
So it's
because that's what my ultimate goal is.
So basically what I'm getting is that either people are going to learn from your success or people are going to learn from your mistakes. But either way, there's knowledge to get from you.
And that's the point. It's never a thing with me where it's like, oh, I went through all this to get there, so you got to go through all this to get there. Fuck no. If I've already went through it, why would I want you to have to go through that? If the ultimate goal is to really help you, that don't even make sense. I don't want you to have to go through what I had to go through to get there, but I still want you to get there. Because at the end of the day, there's no fun when, and this is the reality of it, and this is true when people say this, there's no fun and it's lonely at the top because no one wants to be by themselves. Everyone should, if you're built of what you're supposed to be built of. If you have those characteristics, if you have those values of what you're supposed to have, you should always want to enjoy the fruits of your labor with someone else and be able to see them accomplish their goals and enjoy the fruits of their labor. If their labor, if that's what you truly about. And that's my point. So if I'm not helping the person get to where they trying to get to and just decide to say, okay, I got this information, but I'm just going to hold it to the side, and maybe you fail and or maybe you don't. If you get there, then I'm with you. If you don't, fuck you. That's not how it goes with me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'd rather I go through all the stuff to give you the information so you don't have to get there. So then the next time you can get the information. I wish I had people to give me this information when I was coming up, you know what I'm saying, through the years. But that's fine, because as I stated, I'm built to go through these things. So everyone doesn't have that same type of ability. So instead of letting somebody fall by the wayside, I'd rather say, hey, listen, you ain't gotta jump off this cliff right here, because you might jump off the cliff and you
already jumped off the cliff. Like,
I done jumped off the cliff, and I can tell you that because sometimes you gotta jump off the cliff. But if you jump off the cliff, I can tell you how to land and roll. Or if you ain't gotta jump off the cliff, I'm gonna tell you, listen, it's a cliff right here. Go around this way, and then you're gonna still get there. Because that's the point. I don't want to see nobody get hurt trying to get to where they trying to get to unnecessarily. Meaning that it's certain things you're going to have to go through where you're going to be uncomfortable, because growth only happens when you're uncomfortable. So I'm not saying that you can get to where you're trying to get to from being comfortable all the time. You got to get fucking very uncomfortable. But being very uncomfortable is different from saying I got to get my arm cut off because of trying to get there. No, I can prevent you from getting your arm cut off. If I can, that's what I'm going to try to do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But it ain't going to be no easy way, because sometimes you got to walk down this alley that you don't know what might be there. And sometimes it might be somebody there. But the reality of it is that these are the things that got to get done. So understanding that, I'm trying to help everyone minimize their risk if possible.